Yeah, so this is the flow diagram. Um, Make it a bit bigger. So with a client end user, start from the, of course, obviously with a client end user, comes down to the login screen, and then forgot password or reset password, enter email address, check for existence in database, and then immediately prompt users it exists or not, it doesn't exist. Send a link via email to generate a token to reset the password. Check strength. If it's weak, it's being rejected, and then only the strong password can be accepted, and then generate new password. Um, the end user, I'm sorry, the client end user, and then the Church app associate takes a bit of a different turn. Theirs begins with them, obviously, to an initiator, and then sends the link, and then the process continues from checks for strength, and then the password is being generated. Let me take you to the body. So as an epic, it states this is to ensure a secure password reset process. And then the story for client end user. As an end user, I want to be able to reset my password so that I will be secured. The acceptance criteria reads, this must be accessible from the login screen. Given I am an end user, I should see a forget password or reset, forgot password or reset password button. When clicked, I should see a new pop-up box requiring for email address to be typed. Typed email address must be the email address used when creating the accounts. It must also be in the database to help with validation. When typed email address is wrong, as a user, I will want to be prompted that what I typed is wrong by showing wrong email. When the correct email address is typed, a link bearing a generated token should be sent to the provided email address. When clicked on the generated token, a new dialog box should open and require for a new password. Password must be at least 8 characters long, must be alphanumeric, should contain at least one number and a symbol. Given a user type a weak password, I will want, as a user, given as a user, I type a weak password, I want to be prompted. When new password is accepted and successfully created, an email should be sent to the client communicating success. The assumptions here, clients admin users will initiate password reset on quarterly basis per year. End users will receive a mail from client admin users advising to reset password for security purposes. Client admin users can initiate password reset on user request. Structural app associate can only initiate password reset on user request. So that is it for the BA exercise. Let's look at the CRM system. So with a CRM system, I have 3 epics. I have recipes, I have meals, and then I have shopping list. Recipe as an epic was what I chose to elaborate more per the question. So recipe as an or recipes as an epic quiz. This is to help users access saved recipes. And then the stories beneath it, I have personal recipe, and then I have featured recipe. So the story and the personal recipe, which as a user, I want to be able to save list of personal recipes so that I can always add my family's special recipes. And the criteria starts given I am a user. When I click on the personal recipe menu, I should see a list of recipes saved. I mean, I have saved over the period. Example, easy breakfast tacos, bacon, egg, and avocado. And it should be in this format. So we have the ingredients: 4 pieces of bacon, 2 green onions sliced with green and white pepper, 1 tablespoon olive oil, 4 eggs, half cup avocado diced, 2 tablespoons chopped cilantro, and tortilla, and the instructions will follow. So reheats in oven to 400 Fahrenheit to 200 Celsius, placed in the bake, like in that order. So the ingredient begins, and then the instruction to the prepare the particular meal follows. And this should be the case for all personal saved recipes, and that the personal recipe as a story. There should be an add recipe button at the lower part of the screen, which, when clicked, a new box about half of the entire screen pops up. Here, users can type their recipes and save by tapping or clicking on a save button. This must be accessible to only account holders because it's a personal recipe. And, this must be kept from sight from all visitors until appropriate author has agreed to share. Then it could be in the featured recipe with the appropriate reference. So acknowledging that it's actually coming from a particular user. This will also ensure some sort of continuity once users can feel that whatever they are using could be personal. And then with a featured recipe as a story, as a user, I want to be able to save list of featured recipes so that I can always go back to view. So the featured recipes basically are recipes that, as a company, we have published on the screen. So users can come in and then on daily basis view what has been featured. And the acceptance criteria reads, as a user, when I click or tap on the featured recipes, I should be greeted with a new page flooded with recipes. Each should have the name of the meal as the heading, followed by the ingredients and then the instructions, just like what I read earlier with the personal recipes. So an example is a simple guacamole recipe, and then to be followed by the ingredients: 3 avocados, half small onion, finely diced, 2 tomatoes diced in that order. And then to the list, I am ingredients on the list, which is half teaspoon sea salt. And then the instructions will follow how to prepare the simple guacamole food. As a user, I should see a save button beneath each recipe, which I can tap on to save recipe. So if I read a recipe and I'm okay with it and I would like to save it, I can just tap on the save recipe and then it will be saved where I can easily come back and then view it over and over. On the featured recipe screen, there should be another menu on the same screen labeled saved recipes. This becomes the hub for all saved recipes. So all saved recipes will just join over there. Giving a user click on a new page with the list of all saved recipes. With the list of all saved recipes should be made available just as it appears on the featured screen. And then the meal as an epic also reads, um, this is to help users create list of meals for the coming week. And then beneath it, the stories are list of meals. And it also reads, as a user, I want to be able to create a list of meals for the week so to ensure a balanced diet. And then the menu, as a user, I want list of meals created to appear in a menu-like presentation so that I know each per specific hour of the day, And then we also have the shopping list as an epic, and it's also reads. This is to create a list of ingredients to be used per the recipes in the system. And then a story that is beneath it also is the ingredient story, and it also reads, as a user, I want to be able to see list of ingredients so that I can prepare my shopping list. Um, Features to be considered for phase two would be a shop feature where cooking wares are sold. So there should be a shop feature where cooking utensils could be sold. So um, in whilst users are being taught how to prepare certain foods, certain utensils and items that are being shown or featured could be there could be a shock for them as well. That's what if the feature is talking about the feature to be considered is talking about. That's it for the CRM system. With a use case system. Okay, so to begin with is the diagram. This is going to do with the ATM application. So we have the customer, we have check balance, we have deposits, we have withdrawal, we have transfer funds, and then we have the bank in question. And these are the cases, the use case. So the primary actor is the customer. Description, the customer will want to check his or her bank account. This is going to do this. This is the first user case or use case, and it's called check balance. So the description, the customer wants to check his or her bank account. The trigger is the customer has inserted the ATM card. Preconditions, the customer has need to have an active bank account. The customer has a correct PIN for the ATM card. The post conditions, the right balance details are displayed, and then customer can print out receipts. Normal flow, system display user account, so specific user account, whether savings, current, or fixed account, and then the customer can select the specific account, and then customers select the account balance option. System display the respective balance and account owner printout receipt. As a priority, I gave priority number 3. It's actually in there are 4 use cases, so this is the third one in terms of prioritization. And then the use case 2 is the deposit, and then also the primary actor is a customer. The description is the customer wants to make a deposit into his or her bank account. The trigger is the customer has inserted the ATM card into the machine. The precondition is the customer must have an active bank account. The customer has a credit PIN. The customer has an amount in hand to be deposited, and the amount is in the appropriate currency. The amount should also be in the appropriate denomination. That is if what happens is that normally with the deposits ATM machine, sometimes they have specific denominations. Sometimes, so here over here, the assumption is it's going to be 20 cedis or $20 notes, and moving forward to 20, 50, 100, and then 200s. And then the post conditions, system must accept the amount. System should display amount received, and then system shows total balance in account. The normal flow starts system display user account, customer select desired account, customer select deposit option, system receives cash with automated money counting machine. System displays amount received, and then account owner print of receipt. Exceptions. Currency is not in coins, and then denominations are not less than $20, and this is has a priority of 2. And then the use case 3 is withdraw cash. The primary actor is the customer. The description is the customer wants to withdraw cash from the ATM. The trigger is insert ATM card into the ATM machine, and the preconditions, the customer must have, of course, obviously, an active bank account. The customer needs to also have the right PIN, the correct PIN. The customer has positive bank account, and then the ATM should have money in it. If the ATM doesn't have money in it, then you can't withdraw. And then the post conditions is the requested amount has been dispensed. Receipt has been issued out. Current balance displayed. The normal flow, system display user account, customer select desired account, customer select withdrawal option, customer type amounts to be withdrawn, system displays cash, system displays amount received, and system print out receipt. and this has a priority of 1. Business rule: the system should print receipt that shows the amount retrieved and total balance left. That would be for the use case 3. And then for the transfer funds, the primary actor is the customer. The description: the customer wants to transfer money from one account to another account using the ATM. The trigger: inside the ATM card first. Precondition: the customer has an active bank account. The customer has the correct PIN. The customer has a positive bank account. And then the post conditions: the requested amount has been transferred to the respective account. Receipt has been issued out, and then current balance displayed. The normal flow: system display user account, customer select desired account, customer select transfer money option, customer type amount to be transferred, system sends cash, and system displays amount sent, the system prints out receipt. That has a priority of 4. Coming down is the fuel pump use case, and this is the flow diagram. We have the customer. We have read and validate credit card. Select fuel option displays, and then we have the credit card company. The primary actor is the customer. The description is the customer will want to initiate and validate credit card at the fuel station. The trigger is set credit card into the POS machine. The customer, so the preconditions, the customer has a positive account balance. The customer has his special secure PIN. There should be a POS machine. And then the post conditions: the system shall validate and approve or reject credit card. And then the normal flow: system display card validation, and that has a priority of 1. The business rule is cardholders must be the original account owner or the original account owners. Use case 2, the primary actor is the customer. Description: customer will want to select from list of fuel options available. And then the trigger is also insert card into POS machine. The preconditions: the customer has a positive bank account. The customer has a special secured PIN. There should be a POS machine, and card must be valid. Then the post condition: system display fuel types available. System shall display fuel types available. That's a normal flow. Customer selects preferred fuel. Customer inputs amounts to be paid. The secure PIN. It has a priority of 2. And then the business rule says special PIN failure on 3 trials readers card block. So the card gets blocked after there's been an attempt 3 times, an unsuccessful attempt 3 times, as far as the PIN is concerned. And then the use case 3, dispense fuel. The primary actor is the customer. The description is customer wants to dispense fuel into his or her car. And then the trigger is insert credit card into POS machine. Precondition is customer has a positive account balance. Customer has special secured PIN. There should be a POS machine. Card must be valid. Tube must be inserted into the tank to be filled. Conditions: fuel must be dispensed. Receipt printout. System printout receipt. The normal flow is system shall display fuel types. Customer select preferred fuel. Customer input amount to be paid. Customer type secure PIN. Fuel gets discharged into the tank and has a priority of 3. With the elevator, this is the flow diagram. It's got the passenger. We have the enter elevator request, enter flow request, and then open door requests. Open door command. The primary actor is the passenger. The description is passenger would like to request for the elevator's carriage to the preferred floor. And then it's got no trigger, but in the preconditions, a passenger is at the front of the elevator must be in front of the elevator. In the post conditions, elevators safely carry passenger to the preferred floor. The normal flow is elevator shall arrive at the passenger request floor, door shall open automatically, passenger shall enter. Exceptions. When at step two, passenger should be able to cancel when necessary. So when the door opens and the customer doesn't want to, it isn't compulsory to enter, it could be cancelled. It has a priority of one as far as prioritization is concerned. And then the use case two is the enter floor request. And the primary actor is the passenger. The description. Passenger will want to prompt elevator on the preferred floor of destination. And the precondition is passenger is in the elevator. The post condition, elevator safely carries the passenger to the preferred floor. The normal flow is elevator shall arrive at the passenger request floor, door shall automatically open, passenger shall enter. Passenger prompt system on preferred floor. System responds and sends passenger to the appropriate floor. Exception here. Passenger may change or decide to select different floor at step four, which is passenger prompt system on preferred floor. So whilst on the inside, passenger can change the floor by selecting another floor. And it has a priority of two. And the frequency of use, I will look forward to daily usage. Assumption is this the situation in the normal flow applies to all 20 floors. So it applies to all 20 floors. It doesn't change as far as the floors are concerned.
So I've got a question. So when there are passengers on this, elevator, and there's a power outage, what's going to happen? What's going to be the flow?
Okay, so but then maintenance comes in. Maintenance coming.
No, it's not about maintenance. It's not like, yes, maintenance is going to come in, the flow will be, but when there are people stuck in it, and there's a power outage, so what are we going to do? What's going to be the flow?
Okay, so normally what happens is if there's a power outage, there's an automatic standby electricity supply, so generator that quickly kicks in and then power some of these essentials. So which the elevator is one. So a standby generator.
Okay, so we're talking about two flows here. So in the event that there is a standby or an alternate power, then fine. But what if there is no alternate power?
So if there's no alternate power, what is going to happen is that there's going to be the elevator will come at a halt, and then digitally or electronically, there's going to be some sort of an advice. So it's going to be such that the elevator works.
Okay, something to think about. You sometimes it is just something for you guys to point about it, and I want to see a different flows for that. But you continue with the presentation.
Okay. Okay, so the use case 3 is an open door command. That also, as a description reads, the passenger on arrival to the preferred floor destination will want to open the door. The passenger in the elevator, the precondition, the passenger is in elevator on the preferred floor. Post condition, system safely carries passenger to the appropriate floor. The normal flow, door shall open automatically. Passenger shall exist, door shall close again, and then has a priority of 3. So that's it for the use case. So now we're back to the BRD. BRD, before I start, in previous presentations, I realized everything has been compiled, but mine has not been compiled. Each feature has its BRD. So the first feature is for the KICC, that's my church, is the e-store feature. Okay, so it reads the e-store feature. It's KICC Church, and then this is the address: 500 Woodland ST, Little Rock here, 72201, United States. And, the chain description reads, this feature will allow visitors to shop online and get items delivered to them. I am the author, Kofi, and it's been approved by Kara. And, as a business problem, clients have expressed the need to have an electronic store where items can be sold to visitors online. The current system does not have such feature. To solve this business problem, we will build a new e-store platform and stock it with items by making use of existing database items table, and new APIs. The assumption here is this will suit the budgets approved. And the in scope is ability to easily shop and make payments. And the out of scope is ability to get refund where necessary. The requirement, this must be on the main home menu where visitors can access when they will want to make purchases. When clicked, should open a fresh page with the following: a sub menu bar showing the following menu: my account, shop, cart. A newly fresh page should then be flat. Sorry about that. The newly fresh page should then be flooded with featured items, which may consist of newly released books, audio messages, and the previous week's video sermons. And then it has an estimation point of, it has 5 points as a story. So that's it for the e-store feature. And then the location feature. So the location feature, the church, and then the same address. And revision history. This enhancement will add the exact location address and help members locate easily. And as a business problem, clients have expressed the need to have the exact location address to this feature. Currently, our system does not have the exact locations added. The solution overview: to solve this business problem, we will add list of all branch locations and address and grant visitors the chance to access. The in-scope here is the location feature will assist members with the exact address to all of our 16 branches across continental America. The requirements are: this feature must be on the home menu. It must be accessible to all visitors. When clicked on, should have the location finder and a list of locations where visitors can select the needed location or needed option. This is just a point story, and then it will be ready as the decision should be ready in the next release date. The media center also begins with the address and then the name of the church. And then the description: a media center to broadcast services online to reach the masses and also to help control the spread of COVID-19 cases. It has also been approved. Then the business problem is clients have expressed the need to have a media center enhancement feature That will help with the broadcasting of the word to the whole wide world virtually. They will want a prompt when live services are in session. Currently, our system does not give a prompt, and members cannot join due to buffering. To solve this problem, we will implement the ability to add prompt um, members on live sessions where members can be able to watch live sessions. In scope, ability to watch live sessions, and then the out of scope, ability to share links to videos with other members. And the requirement should be accessible to all visitors from main website. Should be placed within the header menu to enable members to see.
So I realize that
Selected.
you don't have any items under assumptions and regs, right? That means you don't have anything, right?
Yes, I don't have anything.
Okay, but do you see that there might be some few things that could have maybe impacted on the project that we could potentially say these are regs?
Yes. In some of them, the risk have been stated.
Okay.
So this should be placed. Yes, the requirement number 4. This should be placed at par on the same screen where each will have inscription as stated in the stories. Actually, I was referring to the stories that have been created in Jira. But over here, maybe later on, I'll ask for clarification as to whether it's appropriate that we make reference to stories in Jira when creating ERP. And then estimation point. This is a 3-point story. And, the decision beneath the current media center feature will be restructured to make room for all new enhancements. And then the give feature. Also start with the address, then the name of the church. This doesn't have any revision history because it's a new thing altogether. Clients have expressed the need to have the give feature to enable members to contribute to the work of God as a business problem. Currently, the new system, the system, suppose the system does not have this feature. To solve this business problem, we will implement the ability to pay directly from credit, debit cards, and make known other payment platforms together with their criteria. The risk here, there's a probability that the budgeted amount would not be enough due to external contractors' involvement in the building process. The in-scope, the donations feature should ensure that all donations made by visitors are safely and conveniently received by the church. And the requirement should be accessible to all visitors from the main website. Should be placed within the header menu to enable members to see. There should be also a custom field where visitors can select their own preferred amount. When selected from pre-filled options on the visitor's preferred costume amount, there should be a new dialog box asking to select from the list that follows. Actually, we have the Visa, Mastercard, PayPal, Android Pay, Apple Pay, Zelle. When the preferred payment is selected, visitors should proceed from a new screen to complete payment. There should be a confirm message displaying success in a note that says, "Thank you for supporting Gospel." The resource center. Also begins with the name of the church and then the address. And then as a problem, clients have expressed the need to have a resource center feature, which will serve as a go-to venue for all church knowledge and resourceful items. This is going to be a new addition to the church website. To solve this problem, we'll implement the ability to tie all already existing DB tables with resourceful content to the screen and establish new tables to populate most archival documents. Um, the in scope, the resource center feature will seek to be a reference page where visitors can use to find knowledge resource in our niche. It will comprise of recommended information and other educational or useful information that generate value for visitors. The also scope, the ability to download videos and audios. That is some of the shared items and content that should be downloadable. Then the requirements, this must be placed among the items on the home menu. It must be accessible to all visitors. When selected, visitors should be redirected to a new page termed as blog with few trendy articles. The new page should also have sub-menu with the beneath items, daily devotion, confessions, testimonies, videos, audios, and archive. Let's go to the TT by the provider portal. Okay, so you should actually have I have the address, but I think it didn't say I was working on the provider portal. But this also starts with a TT Bank as the name of the company. Then it comes down the change description. Um, this is to assist health practitioners channel borrowers to the appropriate financial aids. It's been approved. And as a business problem, clients have expressed the need for doctors to help channel patients to the appropriate financial aid avenues. They will do so by initiating a registration link, which is to be shared with patients to follow up. Currently, our system does not allow such process where doctors can easily initiate the loan processing steps. The solutions overview. To solve this business problem, we will implement the ability to have all hospitals and doctors secure specific accounts where this can be executed. And then in scope, ability to initiate loan application process. Then out of scope, ability for patients to receive links via email or text message. The requirements are users should be able to access this feature from the main website on the home screen as a menu item. Doctors should also be able to access from ttbank/el.com. When the user clicks on the or enter the URL, should open a new page which has all that has been deeply explained um, in the attached Jira link. And this also brings me back to my earlier questions. We can attach Jira links here in the BRD for further breakdowns and clarification. Technical design notes. This will require a new API. Previous tables in DB will be tapped into to arrive at the goal. This may be a 2-point feature. And the decision is this feature will be much appreciated if part of the minimum viable products. Self-support. So also begins with the name of the bank, which is TT Bank, and then the address, Big Street, ST, NW, Atlanta, Georgia, 3033, United States. And the description, this is to grant customer service representatives access to details of loans, business problem. Clients have expressed the need for customer service representatives to have access to loans issued as the current state does not permit that. Currently, there's no such business problem. We will make available all active loan issues and grant customer all active loans issued actually and grant customer service representatives access. Scope. This will cover the beneath areas and pending loans, pending applications, reports on profits, provider loan reports, reports on money spent. And the requirement, this must be accessible to all customer service representatives from the main web page. It should be amongst a list of items on the main website. When selected, should show the following as sub-menus. So we have pending loans, pending applications, profit reports, provider loan reports, and reports on money spent. And there's also a JIRA link attached for further clarification. And now to the borrower portal. So the name of the company, I think the address didn't save here too. The change description to assist sick patients secure financial aids. Clients have expressed the need for borrowers to have their own portal where they can access all details pertaining to loans acquired. Currently, our system does not have such feature. Solutions overview. To solve this business problem, we will implement the ability for borrowers to access loan details by establishing a new portal. I have some assumptions in this case, but I think it is not to save. I'll work on it afterwards. In scope, ability to freely access all loan details by borrowers. And then the out of scope ability for borrower to make payments. And then this set of requirements. This must be accessible to only borrowers. The URL sent out by the provider at the initial stage should have a link that direct borrowers to this portal. On this portal, borrowers will be required to create an account, providing their valid email address and their preferred passwords. Sorry about it. Passwords must be at least 8 characters long, correctly a number, symbol. Usernames must be alphanumeric and at least 5 characters long. For example, it must be chosen or created by the applicants themselves. After the account is successfully created, there should be a new login box in order for borrowers to log in. Given I am a borrower, I can only access with my special username and password created. Borrowers should be able to access from the main website. It should also be amongst list of menu items in the main website. And borrowers should also be able to access this feature by typing the ttb/el.com in the URL area. A successful load should return all other 4 portals. Borrowers can proceed to select the borrower portal. Okay. This is a 4-point story, or has a sprint weight of 4, and it will be ready in, after like it will be ready in 2 relays after next sprint. And then the lender portal. The, the description. This is to ensure smooth administration of loans nationwide. Approved, and the business problem is clients have expressed the need to have the main headquarters gain access to all branches worldwide in order to manage loan issuance. Currently, our system does not have such feature. To solve this business problem, we will have a portal only accessible. So, only accessible by branches. In-scope rates, ability to adjust, ability to just at a glance observe loan issuance from the head. Um, worldwide, worldwide perspective. And I tagged the URL for the requirements here. And then feature will be ready in next release. Yeah, so I think that's it in my presentation. Thanks.
Okay. So we will definitely touch base and talk about some few things. My calendar is really tight for today, but I really want to circle back with you personally on one or two. I don't know. 7 p my time will be what your time? Let me check. 7 p 6:30 to 7. Yeah, that's gonna be like 12 a.m. It's gonna be that's 7 p is almost like 1 a.m. or something. No, you'll be sleeping by then. But I've got a lot of things packed up, but I want to circle back one or two with you. So ping me sometime in the day, okay? Send me a WhatsApp message sometime in the day. But why are you guys all presenting from your phones? You guys don't have a personal computers. It makes it very difficult to read. I mean, I was really struggling to, because you have to scroll to the left and scroll to the right and come back to the middle and then zoom in and zoom out. Oh man. I may let you go to Eben, to my to my office in Ghana. I would arrange for for you to go and pick up a computer from my office in Ghana. So Eben will sort you out. Maybe I'll talk to Eben today. Eben, I will.
Yes, boss.
I'll talk to you today, and then Kofi will stop by maybe tomorrow, and then he'll he can pick up one of the think parts for.
Okay, boss.
Okay, boss. Sammy,
yes, sir.
I am also experiencing challenges with a machine. I don't have one, so that's how come I also present from my phone. I borrow someone's machine to do the work, but then I'd have to return it and present on my phone.
Yeah, I will. Think about that one too, and then see what I can do. I have some pieces over there. I have some brand new ThinkPads over there, but let me look at some few things, and then I'll get to you, because Kofi probably will be starting a project from Monday. So I really want to get him up and running, quick, and then we will see. But hey, good job so far. Jim started on Monday, Eben started on yesterday, and then Kofi also did today. Great job for the presentation. These are exercises that's supposed to sort of, bring you guys up to speed, how you will present to clients, how you present to your team members. You guys have to be detailed. You guys have to be thorough. And I see some level of, what I want to see, even though there are still some things that, I know with time it will come up, but it is a step in the right direction, right? So, this is good, by the way. All right. So I know Bernice, you're up tomorrow. Okay, so you'll take it over tomorrow, and then any questions, any queries, anything? There's some things that I said, like I said, I think Monday that I will address when this is over, when everybody's done with the presentation. I will address one or two, but your questions, whatever you have some 2 minutes. I have to join a meeting at 6. So anything anybody want to discuss real quick?
I think I'll give you a call during the day.
Okay.
I have a question, but it will take a while since you have a meeting. I don't want to eat into your meeting. So I'll give you a call.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So yeah, for sure.
Oh.
So Kofi, I'm thinking of my schedule is very tight, like from right from this morning to like 6 p.m. even to 6 p.m. in the evening. I have a meeting as well, but I'm trying to fit you in somewhere. I have one at 3:30. I have one from 4 to 5. It is back to back throughout the entire day. But I will try and give you a call if I get some 30 minutes or something. So be looking out for my call, Kofi. Is that okay?
Yes, that's fine. I'll be looking out for your call.
Okay. All right. I will circle back with you and then we'll touch on one or two things. So Eben, I'll also get with you as well. And then tomorrow he can stop by the office and then pick up something from the office.
Okay,
all right, guys. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. We'll continue with the presentations, tomorrow. Okay.
okay.